You're tuning into the All on the Table podcast. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's motherfucking poppin'? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Rawasas. 1/4 of the motherfucking All on the Table podcast, baby. So, we got another white MC speaking up about the black culture and all that. You know what I mean? I, for one, don't agree with the whole white rappers are fucking guests of hip-hop and all that fuckery. I don't believe that hip-hop has a fucking race. I done seen some dope-ass white, black, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Cambodian. I done heard a lot of dope-ass MCs all across the motherfucking country, man. So the whole white rapper is a fucking guest of hip-hop bullshit. Yeah, I don't agree with it. That's just me. Ain't me. But your man's in them, he did an interview. He did an interview with Footwear News. Y'all know he got a sneaker brand out now with New Balance and all of that. You know what I mean? That's the new wave now. You get a deal, you get a sneaker deal. That's how you do things. I ain't mad at the bull. You gotta do what you gotta do. Eeny. But during his interview, he said the things I was doing last summer, any fan who didn't like criticizing the police or were on the other side of things, I was going to weed them out. That could have been a moment for them to no longer be fans. Quote, end quote. Those his words. I ain't mad at him. Basically, if you ain't like what he was doing, stop fucking with the bull. He wasn't mad at you. Fuck you mad at him for. He ain't. But then he said, but what is important is that I lead by example for all the white kids looking at me. This is what you do. You don't just enjoy black culture. You don't just enjoy black culture. You stand up next to black people in their time of need. That right there is the part that kind of gets iffy, in my personal opinion. Because like I just said, I don't think that hip-hop is a black cultural thing. Hip-hop wasn't created to be black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Indonesian, Ghanaian. How do you say the people from Ghana? I can't remember. You know what I mean? Anybody from anywhere. It wasn't made to be a specific culture for a specific race or group of people. Hip-hop was made for the enjoyment of music. Rock wasn't made for white people. Country wasn't made for country people. It's just the style of music. So why everybody gotta keep saying that hip-hop is a black cultural thing? We gotta let that shit go. Because then you got people saying shit like that. You don't just enjoy black culture. You stand up next to black people in their time of need. Motherfucker, you kidding me, son? Now, I ain't gonna sit here and say that I was a big fan of Jack Harlow. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? His biggest hits, what's poppin'? Brand new whip, what's poppin'? Don't get me wrong, did that joint pop? Yeah, but do I think everybody else made it pop versus him? Yeah. The original version, most people don't even listen to. Everybody listens to the remix. But this ain't about that. This is about this right here. At the end of the day, folks, I don't give a fuck what color you are, what race you are, what creed you are, what sex you identify as. Hip-hop is for the people, all the people. Not some of the people, but all the people. So no, Jack, we don't need you to stand up next to black people in their time of need because you in hip-hop. We need you to stand up for black people in their time of need because that's how you feel. That's where you fucked up at, pimpin'. That's where you fucked up at, pimping. In your mind, saying that sounded good. I dig it. I get it. I understand you. And I know why you felt like that sounded good. But in my personal opinion, it didn't sound good, pimping. You know what I'm saying? You fucked up with that one, baby. Me. Let me ask y'all this, right? How do y'all feel about that?
I agree with him 100%. How is your fan base? You know they're experiencing problems, and you ain't gonna support them. Yeah, you have a big platform. You got a whole bunch of followers. You need to be doing something. So I agree with him 100%. Like, especially with him, what they say when you're a white rapper and you're coming in, you're a guest. Like, you ain't gonna come here and think, oh, well, I don't want to do anything because I'm gonna step on their toes. Like, we already know you got the privilege. You got the quote unquote bright color. Like, help us. You see us struggling or what we going through, help us.
Right. Okay. I hear you. Malika Chanel?
I agree. I think they should use their platforms. I think even now, like, if you look at what's going on in Black Hollywood right now, it's a beautiful fucking thing. Like, have you seen it? Diddy, Issa Rae, like, all these people, they buying networks, they buying movie, channels, and they using these platforms to inform people who don't really know how to educate themselves on, like, politics or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think he should use his platform.
Okay. Cash Money?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think more people should do it. I mean, not just, it would be a shame to think that he has to do it just because he's white, right? But, to Courtney's point, maybe you should, right? It's like when you get into a club, some clubs you have to pay membership fees. I'm not saying in this case that he should have to do that because he's white, but you do have to extend an olive branch of some sort, right?
Yeah, so like...
Why not use your resources, right? If the majority of the people that support you are black, then you should support them, support you. So the more you do for them, the more they can support you.
That's how I see it. I would think that's what you would do. Like, your fans are black. I mean, and they are. His fans are predominantly black. Like, you see them struggling, help them out.
But I also think they should be actually educating themselves too. Like
that too. Like, you should know why.
Yeah.
Don't just throw money.
Why black people do stuff, or to understand it. Like I say, you don't have to agree with everything, but try to understand it. At least try to understand. Don't,
Let me ask you this, Ross asked, was that sneaker company that he was talking to or interviewing with, was he doing work with them?
He actually is coming out with, you know how it go now. You get a label, you get fans, so you do some type of sneaker collabo. It's usually like a regular sneak that already been out, but it's your colorway. Or Here's how I look at it, right? I agree with bits and pieces of everything that y'all said. One, I don't agree with the whole white rappers are guests in hip hop. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think hip hop was created to be black, white, Puerto Rican.
Oh, I don't think that. Did I say that?
You did actually.
I didn't mean that.
Listen, regardless if you meant it or not, I'm not saying that because of that. I'm saying it because there is a lot of people who feel like if you are white, then you are a guest in hip hop. But they don't say that same thing for the Asians. They don't say that for Puerto Ricans. Like, I feel like hip hop is hip hop. If you have hip hop in you, you have hip hop in you. That's a part of the whole racism where they say, oh, black people can't be racist. Yeah, the fuck we can. I'm not trying to hear that shit. But here's where I disagree with Jack Harlow himself. I don't believe that because you make rap music that you're supposed to stand up for black people. I feel like you should stand up for black people because that's what you want to do. Because with that statement, that's basically saying if you're not in hip hop, you don't need to stand up for black people, or you don't need to stand up for what's wrong. You get
I agree. I get what you mean.
Yeah, you're basically saying, oh, since I'm in hip hop, I gotta stand.
I might as well do it because I'm in hip hop. Because otherwise, I wouldn't care.
If you made punk rock music, would you still feel the same or do the same? If you made rock music, if you made fucking anything else that isn't hip hop, would you still have the same mindset to say, you know what, let me stand up for the Black Lives Matter movement? Or is it strictly because you do hip hop?
I'm thinking that because he does hip hop, he needs to do it. But that's a given for everyone. Like, you see that a group of people is being having injustices against them. You should do something about it, or kind of.
Yeah, I can't agree with that. I feel like just because you're in hip hop, I don't want you to do it just because you're in hip hop. I want you to do it because that's in you. That's how you actually feel. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I'm not a part of the LGBT community, but I'm not gonna watch some dudes beat up a fucking gay dude just because he's gay. You see what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with me being part of the LGBT. It's just because that's
because you know it's right.
Yeah, I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's decent. If the boy want to be gay, let him be gay. He ain't fucking you.
I feel the same way. If he ain't doing nothing against you, why are you messing with him? What does that have to do with you?
Exactly. So I look at that.
Let him be gay.
I look at that as the same way as people saying, you know, oh, I gotta stick up for the Black Lives Matter movement because I do hip hop. No, the fuck you don't. You do it because you actually want to do it. Don't do it because you feel like you're supposed to do it. Because if you feel like you're supposed to do it, it's not genuine. It's not authentic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you do it because it's authentic. It's actually in you. You actually agree with it. Because like I said, if you was doing fucking rock music, would you still have the same mindset?
Right.
I don't know. Probably not.
You see what I'm saying?
Now that you say it like that, probably not.
That's how.
So what you're saying is, if a black artist goes into rock and roll, they need to donate to like poor white people or dusty white people.
What I'm saying is, do what's in your heart.
No, I know.
Yeah. Don't do something just because it's like, oh shit, I'm over here. That's all right.
I hope that's not why he's doing it. Right.
I mean, that's what I got from that statement. The statement specifically said, if you are in hip hop, you're supposed to do this. No, it doesn't. That doesn't mean that. In my personal opinion, I don't agree with that. Like, do it because you actually want to do it. Do it because you feel like, you know what? I don't like what's going on. I fuck with these specific people.
But they should feel that way.
Say again?
They should feel that way.
I'm not gonna say that either, because everybody got their own beliefs. Just because if you want to be in that culture, in our culture, you should feel that way. Hip hop is not a culture. Hip hop
Hip-hop
is something that you feel. So that's why I don't agree that white people or anybody else is a guest when it comes to hip hop.
I don't feel that way. I misunderstood I thought you said that they should use their platform if they're in hip hop to like speak to like Black Lives Matter. That's what I thought you said. However, I don't think that they're against the hip hop. And yes, I do think that they helped build hip hop. But a lot of times in hip hop, let's just say, it's the black artist who was not really getting what they deserve on the record based off of their experiences. So if you are in that culture and you know how you see shit going and you see that somebody's not being done right, I feel like, yes, they should feel an obligation to put that person on game. If that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, it could be any type of way that you could be in the culture and for the culture, if that makes sense. Any kind of aspect, whether it's Black Lives Matter or whether it's seeing that somebody's being treated differently because of the color of their skin in this industry. If you're in it and you see the wrongs and the racism within that industry, you should use your platform to speak on it.
Yo. Yo. When you think you heard it all, and then you hear some shit that had you like, yo, what in the motherfucker? So y'all mans in them, the Rat King himself, the motherfucking Rat King himself, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yo, boy be wildin', yo. Boy be wildin', and he funny as shit. So apparently, 5 members of his motherfucking security detail, 5 members of this dude's security detail got some charges. Facing some charges, y'all. Facing some charges, y'all. Yo, this shit's wild. So apparently they followed this motherfucker. Followed this dude for 20 blocks in the SUV through Harlem. The goal was they had to steal this dude's phone. Yup, you heard me. They followed this dude for 20 blocks to steal his motherfucking phone. Yeah, y'all heard me. When I read it, I'm like, what? Yeah, y'all heard me. 20 blocks, followed the bull, took his phone. Sirens flash, blaring, however you want to say it, lights flashing. They did the whole 9, made it look like they was the law. And you know your man Tekashi love playing with the law and shit. Old bitch ass boy. But yeah, they followed this dude. Apparently, he had a video on his phone of 6ix9ine that 6ix9ine don't want to get out. Crazy. So the Rat King, the man, the snitch, the super snitch himself, the man that did the little nut ass video coming at Meek and put it in his actual music video, had his folks run up on a motherfucker for his phone to make sure a video didn't get out. Now these dudes is facing criminal charges. Because you wanted to make sure that this video didn't get out. I want to know what's on that video now. I want to know what video the Rat King don't want everybody to see. Fuck that. We need the video, Tekashi. Stop playing with us, son. Stop playing with us, son. We need to see that video. And me.
The Saweetie thing, he went up, spit his game to her, and then later on, I don't know what came first, him spitting the game or the part where she walks up to him, stares him dead in his eye, gives him a look, and does a little backhand dick tap on him.
She pecker checked him.
Yeah, man checked him, just like, all right, gotta see what you're working with, and was like, okay, as she walked by.
Hey, Courtney, have you ever pecker checked somebody?
Just to see what they're working with?
No, I have not. My brother told me some girl did that to me in the club. I said, what, they do that? He said, yeah, some girl did it to me in the club.
Why you never done
deep, full fit, full hands.
Wow, oh, she went all the way in with it.
We're talking like
she went like, he had gray sweatpants on, and she said he went like this and was like, that's good or something.
Oh, she did a Malika scratch and sniff.
Wait.
You did a Malika Chanel special. Scratch and sniff that motherfucker.
Shit on the scale.
I was like, she did what? Like, he'll tell me, I don't believe that. He's like, yeah, that's what women do. I said, that's not what I do. I mean,
have you ever pecker checked somebody, Malika?
What?
Have you ever pecker checked somebody?
Pecker? What's that?
Like,
It's an accidental.
You not check them
It's an accidental bump just to see what they're working with.
You mean like just cuff it?
No, you could do it accidentally. You could do it on purpose, just to see, out of curiosity, what they're working.
Like not like at the house or something like that. Like in a club or.
It's a random dude you don't know, and you're like, okay, I
Like,
guess.
all right, let me see what you're hitting for. Boom. Let me back rub that joint. See what it's hitting for.
No.
I mean, if you do, I feel this way. We as women can't get mad at men doing stuff to us if we doing it to them. Like my brother told her, all right, now if I grab your ass, don't say nothing.
That's real shit.
I did the same thing.
Or he'll say, now if I grab your titties, don't say nothing. Like he'll say that. Like,
Random women.
how you gonna grab me if they think I'm not gonna grab you? I mean, it can't be one way is what I'm saying. Like you can't grab some man by his balls, grab his dick, and then get mad when he grab your ass or your titties. Like
Women would come up to me and just start grabbing my beard, and I'm like, I can grab your titties now, right? Like you can't just come up here touching my face like
it's
that.
a fair trade. Like I don't know you.
Yeah, that's
like, your hands could be anywhere.
I feel like if you touch me at all, that gives me the right to touch you wherever I want.
You. And that's not saying where. Like,
Hey, I want to say one thing. I gotta bounce. Good night, y'all.
All right, good night.
Basis. Yeah, I feel like honestly, if you touch me at all, that you gave me the right to do the same thing. And it don't matter where you touch me at. Like it's just
it don't matter where.
Like I keep my distance from people just because of that. Like, because if you touch me, I can touch you. It's only right.
It's only fair. I agree with you. Like he said, this woman just grabbed me, and I told her, all right, now don't get mad if I grab your titties. And I'm like, well, I mean, you wouldn't be wrong if you did, because she grabbed you.
No, that's real shit. That's real ass fucking shit.
Now, if you guys out there grabbing women, then you dead ass wrong. But if she grabbed you, she can't get mad at you if she grabbed you.
So why is it a man can't touch a woman first? Why he gotta wait till she touch him?
It's respect.
Everyone, women too, should keep their damn hands to themselves. Like if I don't know you, I'm not gonna touch you.
Right.
And if I do touch you, I'm gonna apologize, but I didn't mean to. Like, I'm sorry. But if you, I don't know. I don't think it's okay either way. Like, keep your hands to yourself.
I know a lot of females got the mindset that it's okay that if a woman touches a man, it's cool, but they shouldn't reciprocate. Like I never understood or agreed with that.
No.
I don't agree with it either. And I know, because I hang out with guys and I have brothers. Just because a woman grabs you doesn't mean you want her, because you might not be attracted. You may be okay if it's some woman that you attracted to, but if it's not, you be like, keep your hands to yourself,
I think most of the time, even regardless of what sex it is, I think it's almost always the motherfucker you not actually attracted to that wants to fucking just randomly fucking touch you or grab you or some shit like that.
Probably so. And you're just like, what the hell? Like,
because typically the motherfucker that, especially if it's like a mutual attraction type of situation, y'all ain't really that pressed, like, because it could possibly turn into more than just a touch situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm right there with you.
let me ask y'all this, right? Being as though we got into the topic of hip hop. Dame Dash, I almost forgot the boy's name for a second. Dame Dash, he tried to sell, y'all know what NFTs is?
No, what's that?
I'm with stocks.
Basically,
right?
it's non-fungible token or some. I can't. It's some weird shit like that. So basically, what it is it's almost like a virtual baseball card, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And they could, like you could buy, like everybody's jumping on board. Fucking Eminem, pretty much all the rappers. And let's say you buy it. It basically turns into like virtual currency. So let's say not virtual currency / trading cards / it's so many different levels to this shit. So let's say all right, let's use Jay-Z for instance. Reasonable Doubt. He put out a NFT of the Reasonable Doubt album cover, and let's say he put out 50 of them. Only 50 of them can be purchased. Each one of them sell for, let's say, $25. All 50 of them get sold today. So now tomorrow, I can sell the one that I purchased. I can sell it now. So if you wanted that bad, I may say to you, I paid $50 for it. Just like with sneaks, fucking everything else that comes out, boom, I'm gonna charge you $250. So now every time somebody buy it, now they try to sell it to somebody else for a little bit more, whatever.
For more.
Yeah. So Dame Dash tried to sell Reasonable Doubt NFT. Jay-Z took his ass to court and said, fuck out of here, Slime. You ain't getting shit. So the courts ruled in Jay-Z's favor. 3 days after that, Jay-Z put out a fucking Reasonable Doubt NFT to sell. So Dame Dash ended up taking him to court. The reason Dame took him to court was Reasonable Doubt came out under Rockefeller Records. So therefore,
which is his. He owes him money.
No, which is them as a group.
Yeah.
So therefore, it was basically the Rockefeller was what, him, Dame, and Big. So it was a 3-way basically split. And it's funny because Biggs kind of just disappeared from that shit. He was like, man, I don't want no parts of whatever drama them two going through. Biggs like, fuck it, I don't even want no parts of that shit. So Dame ended up taking Jay back to court because now Jay put out the Reasonable Doubt NFT under his company, under Jay-Z's company. So it's not even under Rockefeller at all.
Mm-hmm.
And now Dame is taking him to court. So how do y'all feel about this whole fucking beef with these two dudes? Like, do y'all think it was cool for Jay to be like, nah, fuck that. You can't sell it under here, but I can sell it under here. And now they going back and forth, taking each other to the court. Like, how y'all feel about that shit?
That's his record.
No. That's their record.
No, that's their record. So he owed, like, you. If Jay-Z were to resell it, like, I'm gonna need you to come up off my half.
But that's the thing with Jay-Z selling it under. I can't remember the name of the company he got. I can't remember the name of the company he's selling it under. But with him selling it under that company, Dame can't recuperate no funds from that because he's not selling it based as a Rockefeller Records NFT. He's selling it under like the Jay-Z platform NFT, but it's still Reasonable Doubt.
But can he legally do that is the thing.
That's the main reason Dame taking him to court. Because Dame wants to know as well, can you legally fucking just straight fuck me over and just switch it under a different label when Reasonable Doubt is under Rockefeller? Technically, everything that dropped under Rockefeller, technically it's a split between all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like Jay own it, Dame own it. But Dame like, yo, like, I'm just trying to make a few bucks too. Like, why I can't make some bread off our Rockefeller shit and own you?
Because it's like, and that's what I feel with them. They are really money hungry. Like, he don't want to see, I mean, they may have fallen out for whatever reason, but he don't want to see nobody else eat at the table either. And I don't like that. Like, you a damn billionaire. Like, why are you worried about him getting basically some breadcrumbs?
I don't even think it's a money hungry thing. I think it's a petty thing, if you ask me.
I mean, I think it could be both. I think it's a petty thing, and he don't want, like, I don't want you to get that money. I don't want you to get it. But
that's what I mean about the petty shit. 'Cause it's like, dude, like, you flipping this, you just flip the weed company, you flip title, like you bankrolling. Why
you got money, so
whatever petty shit whatever happened between them two, that shit must really be real.
You know what my theory is? My theory when Jay-Z did the album on R. Kelly is when shit started going sideways.
Huh. I never thought about that. Honestly, I thought it was more so when they start building like state property and all that type of shit. But I can see that.
He did an interview on it when he was dating it. He said Aaliyah told him, he said they never really got into depth about it. But all he said was that, Aaliyah said that R. Kelly was a bad man. So it was another interview I saw like a couple of years ago. And Dame was touching on the whole Jay-Z making the little album with R. Kelly or whatever, but I think it's more to that shit. Remember Ty tried to stab R. Kelly, remember?
Yeah, I was about to say, because R. Kelly and Jay-Z, they had a whole big fallout actually on tour.
And remember they went up to Angie Martin, but forget it.
They had to actually cancel, like they canceled some shows and all that because they had a whole big fallout. Fucking R. Kelly's camp, Jay-Z camp, they was like had like a shootout and all that shit, like actually at a fucking tour venue. And they ended up canceling the rest of the tour and all that shit. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was during the second the album that they did. Because remember, they did two.
Yeah. Best of both worlds.
Still my shit right there, yo. I ain't even gonna hold you.
He kept doing that. I was like, look at him. He looked like a pervert.
Yo. Hey man, shout out to my man NaS. NaS been doing this thing for a long motherfucking time, man. A lyric fucking god, man. Lyrically, boy, has always been a shit, man. Even though I ain't gonna fraud, I wouldn't put him in my top 5, but he definitely top 10 all the time in my personal opinion, man. It is what the fuck it is with that one. You know what I mean? Lyrically, boy did his thing. So, as of right now, man, he is coming up on his 25th anniversary for the album It Was Written. Came out in 1996, man. 25 years, man, that joint came out. Man, damn, y'all. I don't know much y'all mean, but that shit make me feel a little dated out this bitch. God damn, some bullshit. Just some bullshit. But whatever, man, I digress. You know what I'm saying? So 25 years ago, It Was Written came out, man, with classic joints like fucking the joint he did with Lauryn Hill, If I Ruled the World. He got Street Dreams on that joint. Like, he had some bangers on it, man. And for those of y'all that didn't know, a little bit of hip hop knowledge for y'all. Street Dreams by NaS and All Eyes on Me by Tupac. Yep, same beat. A little bit of twist, but same beat. Who y'all think did it better? I don't know, because they both classics in my opinion. That beat helped both of them songs, if you ask me, but it is what it is. But either way, so what he about to do is, man, he's coming out with a reprint of the actual album. So all 14 original songs gonna be on that joint. It was previously released as a cassette tape, which y'all know if you got a cassette tape in your crib, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck you playing that joint at. Because I don't even think they make radios with cassette tapes from that. I don't even think they make radios with CD players no more at this point. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. But he got 2 songs on there, Silent Murder and Street Dreams. Both songs is coming out with an extra verse on it. So y'all know I'm excited to hear that. I want to hear the extra verse, especially Street Dreams. Street Dreams is my shit. Street Dreams are made of things. Niggas push beamers in 300 E's. A drug dealer's destiny is reaching the key. Everybody's looking for something. That was my shit right there. So he added an extra verse to that joint. Yeah. I definitely got to hear that, man. And apparently it's going to be a couple more extra tracks on that joint too. So I'm definitely looking forward to that for shizzle. Definitely looking forward to that, man. So shout out to my man NaS, man. Keep doing your motherfucking thing, man. You're definitely a living legend, man. You are definitely, damn fucking up my word. I need to stop drinking. God damn. But yeah. He definitely a motherfucking legend, man. You know, man, that's some real shit. Amy.
I gotta bounce. Good night, y'all.